We'll get to see Deshaun Watson first make his NFL starting debut as the Bengals won the toss and deferred. Off we go with week 2 of the season. And it begins with a touchback. Extra offensive lineman right away. Lamar Miller to carry up the middle. And Miller will gain nearly 5 yards, close to the 30-yard line. There's the head coach. Officially 4 on first down. Watson to throw. He'll look for DeAndre Hopkins a lot. Pass incomplete, and will meet the rest of the Texans offense.
Here comes the pressure. They're going to find out if this offensive line can block or not.
Watson's got some time. Down the sideline for Braxton Miller, incomplete. Old man, 41-year-old Shane Leckler's been to the Pro Bowl 7 times. To kick it away for the Texans. Good kick, too. 58 yards. Adam Jones bobbles it, collects it at the 13. Turns it upfield. Jones caught from behind at the 42-yard line. So now Andy Dalton, Chris, gets to go after Jadeveon Clowney, J.J. Watt in the Texans defense. First one's a handoff to Jeremy Hill. Get close to midfield, and Watt. The tight ends to the right. Throw it back to the left to A.J. Green. Flag comes down as Green works out of bounds at the 46-yard line before that tackle. But over by the blocking spot there, this one may come back.
Trying to get those offensive linemen out there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 60. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul. Replay second down.
Screen right away. Get them out in the open field. Let them make some blocks. That time a block in the back, though.
Penalty makes it 2nd and 14. Giovanni Bernard back off the ACL injury. Gets to the 47-yard line. Let's meet the Cincinnati offense. Steelers tackles hold up. They gave up 5 sacks last week. Here comes the pressure on Dalton. Picked up nicely, but Dalton still goes down.
Hands to the face. Offense number 74. That penalty's declined. Brings up 4th down.
So Kevin Huber, the homegrown player from Cincinnati. College ball Cincinnati. 9 years here with the Bengals. We'll get another chance to kick this one away.
False start. Offense number 26. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
It's good to have local knowledge. Sitting to your right. Huber, perfect. Turn signal on. Out of bounds. Back at the 2. Into that a little bit more as this night goes on. Texans start from their own 3. It's Lamar Miller left. He's got nothing. Flag is down on the play. Nick Vigil made the tackle for Cincinnati.
Illegal formation. Offense. Penalties decline. 2nd down.
Down very late and was able to make the play basically in the backfield. Here they come.
Watson rolls it and throws it. It is short for Hopkins. Ruled a catch just outside the 7-yard line. Here's the Cincinnati defense. Actually 3rd and 5 at the 8. They're going to toss it, see if Miller can get it on the ground. They'll get to the 11-yard line, but no first down. 29-yard punt return last time for Adam Jones. Pac-Man is back again. Leckler a little more hang time this time. Kick is 53 yards. Here's Jones from the 37. He can get to the outside. He had some room, but it's only an 8-yard return. Those guys, of course, around Bill Belichick, they're alums of Do Your Job University. And they're here with the Texans. Texans jumped on that play as Joe Mixon, the rookie for Cincinnati, carries. Corey Moore, the tackle, gain of a yard.
Yeah, Do Your Job University failed in week 1. That was exactly.
Defense number 90. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Lack of doing their job a week ago. Very undisciplined for a Mike Vrabel coach defense.
Midfield, Dalton chased by Watt has to bench it. Had nowhere to go with that. He gave up 280 last week. It's a toss to Joe Mixon to the left. And he'll gain about 2 yards to the 48-yard line. Changed a lot of impressions about Mixon. Many people wouldn't draft him. The Bengals chose to do so. And he's here playing for Cincinnati. And Bernard, who's also in that running back core, is going to be stopped a yard short of the first down. And they're going to need a lot from him now.
Yeah, they are.
Out of the lineup. So right after Thanksgiving. So Huber pinned him once inside the 5. This punt will stop at the 15-yard line to be fair caught. Didn't know that it was going to be Deshaun Watson so quickly. I think a lot of folks were surprised that at halftime they turned it over to Watson. who's on the move here as he throws. That pass is held onto.
Sides now trying to avoid having to rely on their offensive line too much.
Pressure's picked up. Dante Foreman, the rookie out of Texas, with the game's first down as he gets to the 32-yard line. Adam Jones making the tackle. This many quarterbacks, 9 in the first 50 games for the head coach with the team. So it's going to be a lot of running, and Foreman takes it out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5. After the timeout, 2nd and 5. Watson, that could have gone the other way. Darquez Denard was sitting on it. Couldn't bring it in, otherwise the former Michigan State Spartan would have had a 6. See things tonight he's never seen before. 3rd and 5, pressure up the middle, whole lot of trouble. Down he goes, Chris Smith. Kicked away by Leckler. Erickson waiting at the 35. Alex Erickson stays on his feet, did not go down, no knee down, and Leckler finally stops him.
Take a look, does anything go down? I can't really tell from that one. Didn't look like it, but you couldn't see it.
The Texans 39 trying to get on the board for the first time this year. Flag down, Bernard's got it. Giovanni Bernard with 5, maybe 6 on the game. We'll see what the flag is, though.
Illegal formation. Offense. The tight end was covered. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
The other guy that ever did that was Lawrence Taylor, and that's really all you need to know about that comparison.
Herniated disc, 2 surgeries, flip to the speedy John Ross. This is the guy with the great speed, but he can't hang on to the ball. It bounces into the hands of Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney, looking at Dalton, made the move inside, and he's down at the 20-yard line.
Let's take a look. Ball in his left hand, as it should have been, but that was a heck of a play by Kareem Jackson. And
Deshaun Watson and the Texans, great field position at the Cincinnati 20, and a tough run from Deontay Foreman and Chris. They told us it looks so comfortable in his hand. Incredible. From 15 back to Foreman to the right. Chased to the edge by Dre Kirkpatrick. Got past him inside the 10 and to the 6-yard line. Now empty backfield. Foreman's a receiver. Houston's asking for the snap. And the false start signal from the side.
False start. Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
maybe move him out of the pocket, get him out.
They'll run it from the 11. It's Foreman again. Mosh pit of folks not going anywhere. Gain of a couple as we dive under 3 minutes here in this opening quarter. You see what a struggle the red zone was last year with a full complement of players. Foreman going to try to turn the corner, but that was strung out. Nick Vigil, another one of those linebackers. Third and goal. Got out of one. Going to get out of the next one. Puts it up for grabs. Incomplete. Fairbairn at a UCLA first field goal attempt. Took an extra point last week from 26. He puts Houston on the board with 3. So Fairbairn on the board with his first field goal. Kicks to Alex Erickson and Joe Mixon. From 5 deep, Erickson will give it a whirl. Setting up blockers. Across the 25. A great feel for the return game, doesn't he? Across the 35-yard line. Nice punt return earlier. Good kickoff return here. He's always tried to find that balance and find other guys to get away from that special connection with AJ. How about hitting one right now? Going deep for Green. 3 guys there. AJ's there.
Over the top and makes the catch. He is a spectacular wide receiver. What a play.
Sometimes it's worth forcing because you get that.
Risk reward, baby.
Brandon LaFell does a good job snatching that down at the 11 before Kevin Johnson stops him as we get towards the end of this first quarter. Giovanni Bernard is the back. Bernard faked it to Ross. J.J. Watt was all over it, made the first contact, and a big loss for the Bengals as Bernard McKinney cleans it all up.
Rushers for this Houston Texans team now get a shot.
Dalton trying to get rid of it quick. The Texans knew it. Got there. McKinney and Watt again on the play. Chance to get on the board here. Randy Bullock will try the field goal, the former Texan draft pick. A couple of plays tonight look more like that guy we've become accustomed to. He's not Superman. Back surgery is back surgery. It's going to be easy. Not going to be easy to come back from something like that. Long kick and a touchback. Caliber, not just in talent, but leadership. And Houston moved up to get him in the draft. On the boot for the 25, minimal gain of 2 to Braxton Miller. Here's Heather with more.
You're ready, be you, just be Deshaun, that's enough.
It was for Clemson, brought them their first title since 1981. Carlos Dunlap out of Florida with the play there, gain of just a yard. That defines Dabo's journey and career at Clemson. 3rd and 7 here for Watson. Can he make a play? It's a check down. Lamar Miller's going to get there. First down to the 40. Chris Smith had the sack earlier, makes the tackle. The 40-yard line, over to the left.
He is trained to get the ball out of his hand, and that's the #1 skill you need.
Does it right there, but you got to be careful. Adam Jones knows it too.
Here comes that Bengals double-A blitz look right up the middle. They drop out.
Watson's looking for a place to buy some time. Pressure coming, and Watson will be caught from behind by Geno Atkins.
And you could just see the hesitation. It just bothered him a bit.
We're getting rid of it. Erickson's had a good return night so far. 56 on this punt. From the 6, Erickson brought down before he got to the 15-yard line. Zach Cunningham is playing on NFL Network. Bengals take over at their own 14. It is Mixon with the carry. J.J. Watt the tackle, gain of 3.
Livelihood over a humongous mistake. You know, everybody's just going to have their own opinion. I have a lot of friends in Cincinnati that have very different opinions.
He has upside as well as downside. We think Joe's put it behind him. He can turn into the player this community in Cincinnati can respect and represent. A.J. Green with the sideline catch here. Kevin Johnson thought he had the ball at least broken up, maybe a pick, but he's got a first down.
Get to A.J. Green.
And Cincinnati's going to jump into a little speed offense here. Giovanni Bernard with the carry for 3 yards.
I thought he was the most complete back in the draft, so I'll just put my cards on the table with that. So it just depends on how you feel about the other.
Bernard carries for 5.
Grateful he feels accepted by this community. Mixon said, I feel like this team has taken me in as a little brother. I want to make the most of this opportunity.
And it's one more punt for Kevin Huber. Lefty sends it down to Tyler Irvin. Irvin took it on the run and got tripped up along the way at the 20-yard line. This time Lamar Miller, the running back, crease to the right. Gets to the 25-yard line, so it's a little bit lonely for one guy. Bill O'Brien lauding his tight end coach. He's going to be a really good coach down the line. He was with him as a grad assistant at Penn State as Miller carries a couple of yards shy of the first down. They're going to mark him at the 29-yard line. And now they're trying to do it on the offensive side to this Cincinnati defense. So 3rd and 1, Miller finds the fullback, couldn't get to the 30-yard line, and they have stopped him short on the 4th down. Vincent Ray. This is Leckler for the 5th time tonight. He punted away. Erickson's got a fair catch. His 151 yards, and Cincinnati will take over at the 20. Joe Mixon will be the back to start this drive for their own 20. J.J. Watt back there early. Mixon got away from him, and another tackle. It's a pretty good run. 2nd and short, and Dalton just throws that to the bench.
That's an expensive play now because now you bring on the pass rush.
And it's 3rd and 3. They haven't been good on 3rd down at all. Dalton's going up top and overshot Brandon LaFell, who broke open. You can tell the paying customers here in Cincinnati are restless. High hanger here from Huber. Get a nice bounce. Flag is down. This is going to turn into a 61-yard punt if it stands.
Andy.
During the kick, holding, return team number 22. Currently he's half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Low-scoring game. 1 touchdown could do it.
Deshaun Watson starting from his own 6. Nothing there. Scrambles forward to get 3 yards out of it. Ready to run there. Bengals changing the look on the coverage as Foreman slams it on inside for 2 yards. Not much there. Steadfast, he does not want to go back and renegotiate a deal, but has 2 years left on it. 3rd and 5, Watson's pass in the tight space is complete. For the first down, Tyler Irvin with the grab. We're going to throw the flag. He's coming down to the official by him, trying to take the flag out of his pocket. And now he tells the down judge, I want to take a look at this here and challenge it.
Basically,
in New York, we'll look at.
Does it help the catch? Does the ground help the catch here? Looks like he has some control. It can hit. It did look like it was sliding just a bit, didn't it?
Here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands as called. There's a catch. First down, Houston. Cincinnati will be charged with its first timeout.
The 2:32 to go. Texans keep the ball here, still inside their own 20. Sling it back up inside with Deontay Foreman one more time. To the 23.
Two backs, though.
2nd and 5 for Deshaun Watson. Check it down to Lamar Miller. Going to get another first down to the 31-yard line. 5 to go. Time here for Watson. There's a throw in the middle of the field. There is DeAndre Hopkins inside the 45 of the Bengals for a first down, 1:25 to go. A gain of 25 in a conversation with Clete Blakeman's crew here with the flag.
There is no foul on the play. The receiver became a runner when the contact occurred. The result of the play is a first down.
Time to stand there and stare at it and gain confidence, and the Bengals are allowing that to happen.
Oh, Watson gets smashed by Geno Atkins, and that'll wipe all the confidence off for Cincinnati here in the first half. 2nd and 21. Check it down again. Lamar Miller sprints to the sideline, bumped out but got out, so the clock stops remaining. Watson protected, escaping, gonna run for it. You get a block on the edge, he's gonna get there, first down and more, and Deshaun Watson inside the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown.
He is just gonna take off. The defense drops deep, the offensive line does a nice job with protection, but after that, look at this.
It's Jay Prosh, the fullback, out there blocking for him. And Watson runs it in. There, Barron's extra point is good, and Houston has taken a 10-3 lead. Spread, quarterbacks running, but that never translates to the NFL. But now we're seeing more of that in the NFL. And can a player like Watson have an offense built around him that he's able to thrive in the league? You see some of his skill set there. Different type of quarterback, but this group that's coming out now. Be interesting to watch over the next few years. Dalton tries to get something in the last minute. Not much there with Erickson. No gain, or gain of 5, I should say, to the 30. The 30-yard line. Dalton firing. Eifert able to hang on. Cross midfield to the 48-yard line. And Jonathan Joseph took the worst of that.
Time by 40 getting out there. Last one there.
Marcus Burley is checked in to replace the injured Joseph. Dalton on the run. Fires downfield. Caught by Erickson at the 11-yard line. 3 points in this first half. 16 seconds left. Dalton is getting rid of it. Nobody opened the pressure on that. One timeout. Everything available here for Dalton. Pocket collapses. He escapes and gets rid of it in part to keep time for another snap. Not going to risk it. Going to kick the field goal with Randy Bullock. 29 yards out. And makes it a 10-6 game. With Matt Ryan and Dan Quinn of the Falcons, I was down in Atlanta talking to them about life after the game you didn't win. They're very honest about it, very insightful. We'll hear back on Football Night in America on NBC on Sunday night. Irvin returns it, shown the 40 time, made it to the field for the halftime ceremony. Congratulations for the honor, and back here in the booth.
It was all fun.
It's awesome, too. Well done. Kick all the way out of the back of the end zone. 10 rushes, 36 yards for the Bengals in that first half. Still looking for their first touchdown of the season. Dalton takes off here. He takes a hard hit. Kareem Jackson comes over to make the tackle along with Joel Heath.
They really had their big three, Kevin Johnson, Kareem Jackson, and Jonathan Joseph.
2nd and 7. Jeremy Hill with a carry, yard shy of the first down.
And yet you get the feeling eventually the transition's going to be to Mixon.
Full yard needed there, and Dalton keeping, and he'll get it to move the chains.
You could tell that Marvin Lewis was upset that he lost him. He thought he had to deal with him the night before he lost him. He said a piece of me walked out with Andrew Whitworth.
First down, Dalton's look downfield is covered. Check it down to Jeremy Hill. 2 tackles came in the same draft, the 2015 draft. Now their 3rd year in the league. Hill left, trying to get to the edge. The edge is set. Kareem Jackson got out there to make the tackle.
A little bit of a gap out there for Tyler Eifert. No help.
J.J. Watt gets doubled. Dalton looking for somebody open. Sideline. Erickson comes back. Is he inbounds? Nope. Let's see. Yes, he is. The 49.
You saw Erickson just flip around and make the catch.
Good opening drive to start the second half for Dalton. Eifert, tight end screen action, couldn't get his balance to turn it upfield. He's down at the 44-yard line. The 44, Bernard carries, slithers through the opening, and Bernard is spun forward for a first down. Christian Covington made the tackle. 38, Hill's in the backfield now. His pass is caught by LaFell. Got through that first tackle and keeps going for the first down.
You pay the price.
Hey, let's go tag.
28, send it right out to A.J. Green. Quick read at the line. Gains about 4 to 24. 24-5 in the pattern for Dalton. Bernard can't hang on, and it's incomplete. Didn't know, but now they've got the GPS monitors on players for practice, and you've got data to measure. That's going to be offside on Zach Cunningham, the young linebacker, the rookie.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 41. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Play by the man stepping in for Brian Cushing, who's suspended for the 10 games. Hill left, but they come up big. The other player trying to fill that gap in the middle.
Hey, tagged!
Just got to try and do something here.
When he told Heather, we're going to run, we're going to be physical. Over the top like it's a touchdown.
Ball's out.
And was he touched before he hit the ground and the ball came out? They're going to mark him down there, and now the conversation with the officials. See whose ball it is.
I thought he was clipped going over and knocked his feet up in the air.
First down, Cincinnati.
Well, in the playoffs, had gone 243 without a fumble, and so you know he's relieved right now.
No fumble there, and he carries to the left to the 12-yard line.
And now maybe that one call by Marvin Lewis does that for the Bengals.
Red zone, Dalton. Everything's covered. He wants to take off. Now throws it for Eifert.
I think he stepped out, though.
Yep, when the official throws the hat, that usually means that guy's out of bounds, can't be the first to come back and touch it. Let's see what the conversation is here. Catch itself, he's in. The question is right there on the split. He's clearly out in the white. I mean, by a yard, almost.
The receiver, number 85, was out of bounds, came back in and reestablished. It was the first to touch the ball. That's an illegal touch. The penalty is a loss of down, brings up third down from the previous spot.
The conversation there was reestablishing. It's loss of down at the spot. So it becomes 3rd and 6 for Dalton from the 12. Pocket collapses, throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
It's out of harm's way, set the field goal attempt.
Randy Bullock, 30 yards. Tyler Irvin, Jordan Todman await. There'll be a knee taken by Todman, so always love when the Collinsworth gift shows up for Christmas. 25, here goes Deshaun Watson. Back to work, and it's Lamar Miller with a good first down run of nearly 8 yards.
Not every quarterback can do this. Yeah. We've seen Phillip Rivers with the quickest release, but I've never seen Phillip Rivers run like that. He had life that not many of us experience at that age, and it shows on a very mature man when you meet him.
First and 10 here, running out of time. Watson just pointing as he tries to get to the sideline and gain a couple of yards. You referred back to his mom being diagnosed with tongue cancer. One of the great stories out of that terrific program and the Watson family as a whole. Pass complete to his fellow Clemson Tiger, DeAndre Hopkins, who stretched it out, but he was out of bounds first, so it's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. Trying to keep this drive going, 3rd and 2. Out quick, Hopkins' arm was held, and the flag's coming in on Darquez Denard.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. Ball we place at the spot of the foul. First down, Houston.
Boy, a good player on a really tough Jacksonville team. Mr. Miller here, he's swung backwards. Ryan Glasgow. Other brother Jordan in college, defensive back. 2nd and 10, Watson into traffic. Incomplete. The linebackers, Vigil and Ray, were waiting on Tyler Irvin. 3rd and 10, now they bring that pressure. It was picked up nice by Miller. Hopkins couldn't squeeze it as he and Adam Jones were fighting for it on the sideline.
Oh, he's back on the field for the Bengals this week.
Leckler will kick a tough-to-catch one to Erickson. Comfortably brings it in at the 11-yard line, 40 yards on the kick. Continuing for Hurricane Harvey relief, it wraps up tomorrow. They're going to wind this down tomorrow, so It's the final day to join that Joe Mixon with his first down carry.
And everybody wanted to help. You could just feel it. Everybody in the country wanted to do something, and he was the perfect person to lead that cause.
Franchise that used to be in Houston, when she gave $1 million, he got a chill looking at his phone, and that started this cascade of incredible donations. Third down here, Dalton pass, tough to catch. What a job by Eifert that Heather told us about earlier, and Joseph has now been declared out for the rest of the game. Flip to Alex Erickson on the edge, got a block, but that was well read by Zach Cunningham, the rookie out of Vanderbilt. Good size, too. Second and 8, Dalton to LaFell quickly. The Texans defense protects the edge very nicely, being looked at in the medical tent by the Texans training staff. Dalton, meantime, fires here, incomplete. As that quick action on the slant for Giovanni Bernard, fans are yelling for a flag, but almost like an official. Clowney's trying to tell him that the ball was hit. Kevin Huber to punt it away. 5th time tonight. Those punters have done a good job this evening. High hanger here, Irvin from the 15. Terrific special teams play by Josh Shaw.
Think about it. Now you've got a rookie quarterback in there, and you're backed up.
Got a rookie running back, too. Faked it to Foreman. Watson throws complete. 23. Watson turns and gives to Foreman inside, and this has been slam it inside old school football. 3rd and 1 here. And Foreman, there was great penetration by the Bengals line. Cincinnati's front shut the door on that one. They're kicking for the 7th time tonight. He's averaging 50 yards a punt. 52 yards. Erickson fair catches at the 25-yard line. Bengals will take over there.
Good idea. A little chip there gives Andy Dalton a chance to throw it deep. A.J. Green made the play.
First down run. Joe Mixon runs to the left. That's a good first down gain. They're waiting for a touchdown. They've been here for 7 quarters and 2 minutes, and they haven't seen one. Watt the tackle, Mixon the first down carry out to the 37-yard line.
Ocho Cinco had busted out one of his moves.
Second time franchise history in the 0-2 season as well. Mixon that time, Houston's waiting for it.
The most that year.
Mixon carrying, Clowney forward, 41-yard line. A really good defense, could be outstanding. Pressure coming on 3rd down. Dalton gets rid of it. LaFell in that very tight window couldn't grab the low pass, and it's 4th down. Kevin Huber's pinned him deep a couple of times. He's terrific at pinning the opponents deep. He returned by Irvin from the 8. Flag down, so they will be pinned back.
During the return of the kick, holding return team number 52. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down, Houston.
Bengals fans haven't seen one. 7 quarters, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Trying to stop Houston, a 1-point lead. Watson keeping this one. And he's taken to the sideline by Jordan Willis, who got the start tonight for the injured Michael Johnson. 9 first downs in the game for the Texans. They lead by 1. Second and 9, Watson straight drop back and throwing. Hopkins able to hang on. Where are they going to spot him here? They spot him right at the 17-yard line. The 3rd and short, it's Foreman. Again, they try to slam it in there, and they're not getting it. One more time, Cincinnati knows exactly what's coming, and a flag is thrown late here as Geno Atkins and Breno Giacomini were involved.
The result of the play is that the runner was short of the line to gain. It'll bring up 4th down. After the play, unnecessary roughness, personal foul. Offense, number 13. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. It'll be 4th down.
Was the flag. So Shane Leckler with an important punt here. Adam Jones out, so Alex Erickson back deep to receive. And what a kick by Leckler. 41, he still got it. Erickson from the 34. Some space, and will give Cincinnati nice field position. And we remind you the starting corners are out for Houston, injured in this game. Dalton shot play downfield to A.J. Green. And incomplete. Green looked, couldn't find the ball. Kareem Jackson was there covering him. But not enough. It'll be Joe Mixon seeing the bulk of the carries in the second half. Up 2, maybe 3 yards.
To start with in Baltimore and Houston, but
3rd and 5, Dalton collapsing pocket. Looking, Not going to get away from Bernardrick McKinney, who sacks him back at the 49-yard line.
You get to those third down situations.
McKinney's second sack of the night. Rinse and repeat. Huber pins the Texans back inside their 10. And truly, after an exchange of punts, we pick up action. First down throw for Watson, sideline. Hopkins, spectacular hands. Great ability to bring it down in bounds. Gain of a dozen and a first down.
A couple of years ago, caught one down there in the end zone to win it. Over Pac-Man.
Keep throwing to get a hit in the face as he threw that one incomplete, going right back to Hopkins working on Adam Jones. Nothing open, first look. Buy some time. He did that well last week as well. There's a flag down as his pass was caught by Tyler Irvin.
Holding. Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
There is a shot down the field here.
The 11, Watson trying to put it up there, and Hopkins is tackled by Jones, and the flag is thrown.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. Ball replaced at the spot of the foul. First down, Houston.
He just made the tackle, and that was a good play because it would have been a touchdown.
No doubt. At 25, it's Miller for about 2 yards. Will take under 7 minutes now here in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes you have to go score a winning point. Sometimes you have to run the clock out from right here.
Four-man rush. Watson making it up. Throwing sideline incomplete.
And yet the four-man rush has been enough tonight with Geno Atkins leading the way.
With a couple of backs to protect. Watson throws again. They keep going to Hopkins on Adam Jones. 5:45 to go. Lamar Miller. That'll be a couple of yards. And Chris, remember, Adam Jones did not play. Adam Jones out. Let's see if we go back to Hopkins. No, keep it on the ground here. Miller. Good play call. Miller spins across midfield. And Lamar Miller gets a big first down for the Texans inside of 5 minutes.
And it's DeAndre Hopkins, and it's a fight with a fullback. This is what it is.
It's Watson here. First down right back to Hopkins. Had to retreat to come get the ball. And we'll see where the spot is in front of Darquez Denard. With a yard shy of the first down.
I think the no calls are the correct calls.
Dante Foreman across the fullback leads the way. It's a gain of 4 there.
That's a sign of something. That's a sign of a tough guy at fullback.
The throw here from the 29. Sideline one more time.
That was too much.
Hopkins pushed off.
Yeah, that one was too much.
Pass interference. Offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Time to get back in. Play clock running down. Watson getting rid of it quick. One more time, it's Tyler Irvin. The hit by Sean Williams, but inbound, so the clock runs. Houston does have an unproven field goal kicker, Amy Fairbairn. To show it and draw it. Miller for about 2 yards and 35. Four-man rush. Can't take a sack. Watson eludes it. Watson on the run to the 25-yard line. Out at the 24 for Amy Fairbairn. Absolutely perfect. Good with placing or kicking these kickoffs out of the end zone with hang time. It's going to give a return to Erickson here from 5 deep. Erickson galloping through the hole. 36 yards on the return to Cincinnati. He'll get going to the 31-yard line here. His pass. Working with some backup corners in for the Texans. Dalton throws. LaFell the catch.
Orlando Cup.
The 43 underneath for Erickson. Nothing there. Covered by Eddie Pleasant.
That is a guy that is an explosive play waiting to happen.
No Tyler Eifert hurt earlier in the quarter. He's on the sideline. Dalton throwing sideline. It's complete, and keeping Erickson in bounds was Pleasant. Big play. A.J. Green's up at the top of the screen. Green Jackson's defending. It's 3rd and 4. Dalton, flush, got away from Watt. Directing and benching it. And it's down to 4th down. Oh, we had movement here. Who will be called? Cincinnati.
False start. Offense, number 74. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Before Watt
There's no
gets in the
10-second
neutral
run-off here
zone.
because the clock was stopped.
Wow, it's close.
You said the neutral zone was key there. 4th and 9. Still got to have it. Dalton fires too tall. Incomplete. Erickson wanted a flag. There's nothing there. Around for a few seconds. Kill a little bit of time here. False start. Will cost him 5 here.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That was Julian Davenport.
That's throw by Andy Dalton. Not close either.
First down run, and it's Lamar Miller spinning, turning, protecting the ball, staying in bounds. A lot of adversity the last 3 weeks. Miller, 40, 38-yard line, timeout Cincinnati. It's final timeout with 57 seconds left. So 3rd and 4. And Watson will give. It's Miller again, who is stopped at the 40-yard line.
And worry about it later.
Coming for the block, Cincinnati. Leckler just knuckles it out of there quickly. Nate Erickson runs to come get it. He preserves a lot of yardage here. Did a nice job. And he stopped at the 21, but the return means the clock runs. They may put a second on back on here. Let's see.
But by fielding the punt and not going out
Please
of bounds.
put 2 seconds on the game clock. 2 seconds.
Backwards passes. Final play of the game. Dalton's got to get rid of it first, and here we go. J.J. Green, Andy Dalton, backwards pass. That's still alive. Doesn't matter if it hit the ground. Here's Giovanni Bernard. He'll try to keep it alive. Bernard at the 30. Throw it back to Dalton, who catches it and runs with it. And he's got to throw it backwards. Back to his center. That's also Bodine, who got eliminated by J.J. Watt. And that does
over. J.J. says game over. Enough. Game over.
And Deshaun Watson, on his 22nd birthday and his first NFL start, gets a win.